it's Rich back at Pacific Air Center. Today I'm going to do a video on flying a Citation M2. One of our customers has a trip with one of his clients to go up to Napa and then to Sacramento and then Tucson. And then after Tucson we'll be coming back to Long Beach. We'll do it all today. The owner of the airplane is Matt Keegan. He's a single pilot type rated in the airplane, but when he flies for business a lot, busy day like today, he likes to take somebody along, so I'll be going with him. And we're going to take you along so you can see how one of our customers at least uses his M2 to help him out in business. This particular M2 is a 2017. He bought it new. I think it's serial number 964, and I think it's got around 500 hours on it. So right now I'm just going to check the fuel to make sure that we got enough fuel in the airplane. And ForeFlight, we use ForeFlight for all of our flight planning. ForeFlight says we need minimum fuel 1,700 pounds. And so I'm gonna check that really quick. Most people know the history of the M2. It's it's a Citation 525 that originally came out in, I think Cessna brought it out in the early 90s, and it was called a Citation Jet. And it's evolved, been stretched, changed, different engine, or same engines, different thrust, different avionics, longer fuselage. So you got the Citation Jet, the CJ, the CJ1, 1 Plus, CJ2, CJ2 Plus, CJ3, CJ3 Plus, CJ4, and now the M2. And so it's been a pretty successful airplane for Cessna. Great airplane. With this avionics package and everything it does now, it's just for the kind of airplane it is and the capability it has, it's tough to beat. So again, I'm just firing up the G3000 here to check the fuel, and once we get the fuel confirmed, then we're going to pull it out on the ramp, do the pre-flight, and we'll be ready to take off.
Information, India Pacific Air, looking for my IFR to Napa.
Citation 525 Kilo Bravo, Long Beach clearance, cleared to Alpha Papa Charlie, airport, top and forward departure. Corez transition, then as filed. Climb via the SID, except maintain 3000. Departure frequency 134.9er, squawk 1042.
All right, 525 Kilo Bravo is cleared to Napa via the top and forward. Corez as filed, SID except maintain 3000, 34.9er, and 1042 in the box. Thanks.
Citation 5 Kilo Bravo, read correct, verify information. India, contact ground for the taxi.
We have India and calling ground, thanks. Ground 525 Kilo Bravo, India Pacific Air, ready taxi IFR 30.
Number 525 Kilo Bravo, Long Beach ground runway 2, correction, runway 30, taxi via Foxtrot Delta.
Foxtrot Delta 30. Alright, here we go. Alright, we got 2 good engines. Takeoff thrust set, airspeed is alive. 80 knots. V1, rotate. Positive brake, gear up. Goddamn bomb. feet, flaps up.
Cessna 840 right, traffic's approved, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff.
Okay, so here we are now at 400, and it took us about 21 minutes from sea level to 400
November 9 Romeo Papa.
in the airplane. Not bad. So, as I mentioned in the intro, I'm sitting here with Matt Keegan, who owns this airplane, and he bought the air. This is a 2017, and he bought it end of 2017.
Yeah, end of September.
And Matt had a Baron before that, and was a flight instructor, and got a little sidetracked growing his business, and then came back, picked up a Baron. And so, I think a lot of people would be interested to know kind of your thought process and how you're evaluated which airplane to get, and just kind of talk a little bit about what you saw in this airplane and how you arrived at getting a M2.
Yeah, the Baron was a great airplane. I enjoyed that airplane a lot. It was fun to fly, and but I got tired of being down low, especially on those trips from California out to New Mexico. Below those white puffy clouds. It's like a washing machine.
Yeah, all right.
And of course, you can't get high enough to get over them. And I'd fly that thing on oxygen up to 19,000. But of course, some of those clouds, you don't want to be at 19,000 either.
Right.
November 9 Romeo Papa.
So it became obvious I needed to get something different. And so we looked at King Airs and looked at a bunch of different airplanes. And Sarah, my wife, is like stressed out about propellers. So the jet kind of made sense. And we chartered a CJ1 a fair amount before we made the decision on the M2 to see if that cabin size and range and all that stuff was going to work for us. And it really did. So we pulled the trigger on the M2, and for us, it's a great airplane. Especially with the airports that we go in and out of, smaller runways. And
what about the transition? Like, I think a lot of guys, including me, before I started flying jets, were like, how would you categorize the transition coming out of the Baron with the task of getting the type rating and getting the time in the airplane post type rating and getting to a point where you could fly it by yourself? I mean, how did you look at that?
I mean, from my perspective, I've over the years gone from private instrument, commercial, CFI, II, MEI, with all the training that I've done. Any airplane that you're going to transition to is going to require some training, and I just looked at the type rating, it's just more training,
Right.
So,
right.
More in-depth airplane checkout. And, flying this airplane is so much easier than the Baron, like by a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that I really noticed too, is once you get the type rating and you start flying in a jet, it's much simpler flying and much more comfortable and secure, and obviously the hard part about it is getting through the training and the type rating. But like you said, it's a good thing to do because it's just a lot of intense training, and it makes you a better pilot all the way around.
Way better. And
I'm sure you fly the Baron differently after you had your type rating than you did before.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing about the jet too is you're going higher, getting above a lot of the turbulence. Not that there can't be turbulence up here, but you're definitely more prone to it down low.
Right.
And so just the overall ride is just so much better, and the technology in the airplane.
Yeah, the G3000 it's pretty amazing. And you think about the utility of an airplane like this for what we're doing today. I mean, we left at right around 11:30, and we'll be back early evening in Long Beach, and you will have accomplished a lot and home for basically for dinner.
Yeah, I mean they're time machines for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely from a business standpoint, being able to go drop in, see customers more frequently. The way that we leverage this airplane, what do we have? Almost 550 hours on this airplane in a year and a half or something.
Right.
So we definitely.
It's good utilization.
Definitely put the time on it, and being able to touch a lot of places and people, and especially like some of the places that we go to, commercial service is just
right.
You could fly commercial, and you're gonna drive for 4 hours.
Yeah.
We could fly there from Long Beach in 4 hours.
Right. It's going to be a whole day just to get there.
Yeah.
And then you're kind of unraveled after spending a day on the airlines, that's for sure.
Well, and also, like this airplane, you know, flying the Baron, you're just cooked.
Yeah.
You know, the vibration, the noise,
Right.
turbulence down low. You're just physically cooked. You know, with the pressurization in this airplane, the ease of it to fly, you know, you just don't have the same fatigue level.
Yeah. It's a big benefit for sure to having an airplane like this. So we've been at 400 for a minute, probably about 5 minutes, and we're starting to accelerate to about 204 indicated, which is getting us 390 knots true.
Look at that. Look at the ISA. It's ISA -6.
-6, and our fuel flow is about 700 pounds, a little over 700 pounds. So 100 gallons is pretty much what we fly plane this airplane at. It's pretty consistent. We routinely see 400 knots true airspeed out of it, and we probably will today. Still accelerating some, but gives you an idea of what it really does outside of the book.
Kilo Bravo, contact Oakland Center 127.45. Good day.
2745, 5 Kilo Bravo, good day.
Yeah, so we came down to 360 now, just as a comparison, and we got 405 true at almost 7.1.
Yeah, we're burning 900 pounds an hour.
900 pounds versus we were at 400, 700.
730, so another 170 pounds. So, another 25 gallons, something like that?
25 gallons an hour. Picked up about 10 knots of true airspeed. The 370, we stayed at 370 this time for a little smoother ride. We're on the leg from Mather in Sacramento to
527, contact lost.
Tucson.
Approach 125.02.
And now it's
2502 South 527.
3:40. Matt ended up having a business lunch in Sacramento that we didn't plan, so that took about an hour and a half, so we're a little behind schedule, but I still think we'll be back in Long Beach by 6 o'clock. And the passenger that we picked up in Sacramento is a business associate of Matt, so I'm flying this leg, and Matt and his business, the guy's doing some business with her in the back, and they're, having a business meeting. So again, you look at what we've been able to accomplish so far today, it's been a productive day for Matt, and a lot of it is based on what this airplane can do. Our true airspeed is, we're at Mach 7, or 401 knots true. And our ground speed's about 448 knots. So we got
November 525 Kilo Bravo, contact LA Center 132.62.
3262 for 525 Kilo Bravo, thanks. So we got a nice tailwind. 525 Kilo Bravo is checking in 370, smooth ride.
November 525 Kilo Bravo, LA Center, just a little bit of light top.
Thanks. So anyway, I think that's about it for now. We'll we'll try to get some more footage as we're descending into Tucson International, and then on the last leg going into Long Beach this evening.
So here we are in Tucson. We landed about 4:45. It's about 5 after 5 now. We're getting ready to take off again. Got some fuel. And an hour and 20 is our flight plan back to Long Beach. So we'll probably get in there about 6:30. Pretty good day, leaving at 11:30, getting accomplished what we got accomplished in that amount of time, and we'll be home in time. Here we are back in Long Beach. We touched down about 6:45 local time. We had a pretty good headwind coming back from Tucson, and all in all, a good day. We left, as you noted earlier, we left about 11:30 this morning. A lot of things, as Matt mentioned in flight, a lot of things that he accomplished, and it goes to show one of the great things about these general aviation airplanes: what you can do, how quickly you can do it, how efficient it is, and you know, spend ultimately, I think, less time away. And so we had a good day. It was kind of a long day. I'm left here to put the airplane up, and it's just a beautiful evening here in Long Beach. And there's going to be more videos coming. We're going to not only focus on turbine airplanes, we're going to also talk about, we've got a Baron, some Bonanzas that we're going to look at and fly, Cessna 172, and just a bunch of airplanes that we're gonna spend some time showing, like we did the M2. And we're not just gonna focus on turbine airplanes. So stay tuned for some good videos on some good piston engine airplanes. And take a minute, subscribe to the channel, and like the video, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, or if there's any specific airplanes you want to see. Chances are we have access to it, and we can show you. So thanks for watching.